have a chance. Richarlison cuts it back. Oh, what a goal! First up! It's just the 5th minute.
Still Lewandowski. Still Doski. Finds Dembele, and Dembele scores an equaliser. What a pass from Lewandowski. He has been the best player. He has actually got 2 assists. One of Gavi's goal and now Dembele's goal.
And City wins! City won the match. Manchester City won the match.
Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In the last match, we have done Tottenham Hotspur taking on Chelsea, of course, and Tottenham were 3-0 winners against Chelsea thanks to a dominant display in the first half. Of course, Richarlison scoring the opening goal and then Maddison scored the second goal. Richarlison's goal was a banger. He scored it with a header and then Heung-min Son just finished it off in the second half, scored the third goal for Tottenham, and with that Chelsea were dumbfounded. They couldn't find their way back. They had plenty of chances but just lacked the cutting edge. And that's how Tottenham were 3-0 winners against Chelsea at their own home ground. But in today's match, it is going to be a German rivalry. Probably one of the fascinating encounters of all time. Well, probably maybe behind the El Clasico, but it has probably had some chaos, controversies, jaw-dropping goals, and some best moments there. Yes, it is the Klassiker, which is of course Borussia Dortmund taking on Bayern Munich, which will be taking place at the Signal Iduna Park, and the match will be played on FC 26. So basically, Bayern Munich have had some rebuild since Thomas Muller have left, and of course they've lost their 3 companion players, Leroy Sané, Kingsley Coman, and I'm not sure about Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry is I think still there, but all I know is Leroy Sané has made a move to Galatasaray, Kingsley Coman has made a move to Al Nassr, and of course Thomas Muller's made a move to the MLS playing for Vancouver Whitecaps. So yeah. So Bayern Munich has a lot of rebuild here. But Borussia Dortmund, they've of course lost their talented players. Of course, Jamie Bino Gittins. But they do have Joe Bellingham. And he's probably one of the best midfielders. We don't know if he's in the starting 11. He might be in the substitution bench or maybe in the reserves. But we'll see how it goes. Because I'm pretty sure he joined Borussia Dortmund in June. So I'm pretty sure he should be there in FC 26. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this match. Please make sure to like and subscribe because it would really benefit me. It would really motivate me in the future and it will help me make videos for you guys. So yeah, please make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to Signal Iduna Park to see Borussia Dortmund taking on Bayern Munich. The 2 old foes up against each other. Yellow versus red. Who will win the Der Klassiker match? We will find out very, very soon. Hello guys, we're here at the Signal Iduna Park to see Borussia Dortmund take on Bayern Munich, which is of course the Klassiker. It is of course in Dortmund. So yeah, I really cannot wait to see how things go here because of course the Klassiker has been popular mostly in the 2010s since the Bayern and the Borussia Dortmund rivalry, and I really cannot wait to see how things go. And the reason why I picked this FC 26 Borussia Dortmund vs Bayern Munich is of course, you take a look at this Vodafone right there. I mean, this Vodafone kit kind of makes me feel nostalgic. It kind of reminds how Manchester United actually wore the Vodafone. But anyway, looks like Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich are very excited to be in this fixture because they are the most 2 hyped teams to play in Germany, and especially how things are going so far for Bayern Munich. They're on top of the table. Borussia Dortmund are maybe trying to catch up, try to maybe surprise Bayern probably by the end of the season. But here's a starting line for Borussia Dortmund. Kobel is the keeper, Ben Sebaini, Anton, of course Gross, Svensson and Mecca, Ryanson, Brandt, Adeyemi, and then Sergio Guirassy. And then for Bayern Munich, it is, of course, Manuel Neuer, the keeper, followed by Jonathan Tah, Guerrero, Upamecano, Lima, Kimmich, Goretzka, Luis Diaz, Paul Vanner, Michael Olise, and of course Harry Kane. And yep, that's about it. But I really cannot wait for this fixture because it's going to be very good. That's all I got to say. And of course, Harry Kane, who played in the Premier League before, is now kicking this one off. And Bayern Munich is the one to take this one. And now here's Brandt. Julian Brandt is the one who's with the possession of the ball. It's still Brandt, but he gets tackled. And now here's Vanner, Paul Vanner. Vanner finds Luis Diaz, but he gets tackled by not Ryerson. Who was that player? I don't know. I think Bensebaini. Of course, Bensebaini has it. Here's Svensson. Svensson to Gross. Here's Gross. Gross to Anton. Anton to Gross. Gross finds Svensson. But a tackle from one of the Bayern Munich players is now... Of course, now Bayern Munich is with the possession of the ball. Here's Michael Olise. Finds Vanner. Paul Vanner finds Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich finds Luis Diaz. Goretzka with a dummy to take. And Luis Diaz had the opportunity to score the goal for Bayern Munich. But he scuffs this one up. And of course, Vincent Kompany, who also played in the Premier League, is the manager for Bayern Munich. But that was an opportunity for Luis Diaz to give Bayern Munich the most vital lead that they ever wanted. Now here's Sula. So that's the player I missed out on. Niklas Sula, who played for Bayern before. And now he's playing for Dortmund. And he had an opportunity to win not only the Bundesliga title, but also the Champions League with Dortmund. But of course, they choked in the 22-23 season thanks to a Musiala goal by Bayern Munich. And then, of course, Real Madrid defeated them in the finals thanks to a goal by Vini and Carvajal. Now here's Bensebaini, the Algerian left back. And as you can see, the player to watch is Sergio Guirassy. But now Bayern Munich are actually dominating this one. Konrad Laimer is through. Players are coming into the box for an assisted run. Konrad Laimer shoots, but what a save from Gregor Kobel. What an opportunity here for Bayern Munich to take the vital lead. Corner kick here for Bayern Munich. Michael Olise is the one to take the corner. Harry Kane somehow has the touch on it, but not enough. And Borussia Dortmund get this one away. Now here's Julian Brandt. He gets tackled badly, so it's a play on advantage for Dortmund. And it's a wonderful tackle by Bayern Munich. Michael Olise has it. Still Olise. Olise finds Goretzka. Goretzka shoots, but what an easy catch by Gregor Kobel. It's a throw-in for Borussia Dortmund. Karim Adeyemi, the pace merchant, comes in. Still Adeyemi. Still Adeyemi. Adeyemi finds Sula. Niklas Sula with it. Sula finds Nmeka. But what a tackle from Luis Diaz. Now here's Vanner. Goretzka. Goretzka finds Luis Diaz. Vanner. Vanner to Olise. Olise shoots. What a save from Kobel. And another block from Dortmund. And Bayern somehow had the opportunity to put themselves in front. But a defensive masterclass by Dortmund still keeps it at 0-0. And that is actually a penalty for Bayern Munich. Because actually Anton right there did a silly error by putting his hand in. And now Bayern Munich have the opportunity to put themselves ahead. And of course, Bayern fans are so excited because this could be their moment to be in front. Harry Kane, the one to take the penalty. He shoots and scores. Kobel had the opportunity to save it. He dived the right way. But Kane's power was too much for the Swiss keeper. And the fans are so excited in Munich. Because that was a vital penalty goal by Harry Kane. You got to take a look at the replay. Kane's power was just too much for Gregor Kobel. And with that, Bayern Munich have the early lead over Dortmund. And who else but the second leading Premier League goal scorer, Harry Kane, to put them in front. Of course, he's few goals behind Shearer in terms of the Premier League. all-time goal scorer. But Harry Kane scores the vital penalty to put Bayern in front. And now Dortmund, they need to find their way back. But who knows? This might probably be game, set and match, just like the one in the Madrid, Barca and Liverpool, Man United. Because whenever the goal is scored, no other teams can find their way back into the game. Now here's Guirassy. He had an opportunity. And it's a free kick for Dortmund. And who else to take it but... Is that Emre Can? Neuer's trying to get ready for the... To see if any danger is there. Is that Can taking the free kick? He kind of looks like Can for a second. It's Gross. Pascal Gross. Brandt is there for support. He dummies it. Gross with it. Oh, off the post. That was an opportunity for Dortmund to get back in the game. That was an opportunity for Pascal Gross to give Dortmund the vital equalizing goal. And now Bayern are on the counter-attack. But what a tackle from Niklas Süle. Still Süle. Süle finds Ryerson, the Norwegian right back. The Norwegian right back finds Brandt. Here's Ryerson. Still Ryerson. Ryerson finds Pascal Gross. Gross finds Guirassy. A bit of tiki-taka here from Dortmund. But what a save from Manuel Neuer. From the Bayern keeper. And captain. And Dortmund have a corner kick. A very vital corner kick. And now here's Svensson to take the corner. A header here, but Neuer makes another save. Dortmund are still pouncing on despite Bayern Munich being in front. Gotta take a look at the replay, of course. Svensson crossed that one. And Neuer made a save. We couldn't take a look at the goalkeeping saving action, but... And of course, Dortmund are going to go short this time. Svensson finds Ryerson. Ryerson crosses that one. And another penalty. Is that a penalty? It is. I can't believe what is happening here. Jonathan Tah, the victim of conceding the penalty here. I can't believe it. Another handball mistake. And Borussia Dortmund have an opportunity to equalize. But this time by Bayern's way of scoring. Like this time Bayern are the ones that are actually defending the penalty. And Guirassy is the one to take it. Is he going to slot this one? No, he isn't. Manuel Neuer makes a save to deny Guirassy's goal. Equalizing goal. Guirassy tried to go for a Panenka, but you can't always try a Panenka when it backfires. This could have been 1-1 here. Easy 1-1. But what was Guirassy doing? And it's offside. Guirassy was way offside. That was a killed-edged opportunity to make it 1-1. And Bayern Munich are the ones to take the shot kickoff. But that was a killed-edged opportunity. That's all I got to say. Dortmund were all over the place. Despite Bayern being in front, Dortmund's performances were there. Only for Manuel Neuer to make 3 back-to-back saves. Now here's Ryerson. Ryerson crosses this one. It's a corner. It's a free kick. It's a free kick here. Oh, no. Actually, no. Yeah, it is a free kick. It is a free kick. Never mind. I thought for a second it was going to be a Bayern Munich ball. Because they didn't show the free kick angle. Well, anyway, Borussia Dortmund have an opportunity to redeem themselves. Gross takes this one. But Bayern Munich gets this one away. 1 minute of added time. Is there going to be enough? Dortmund have one last opportunity, but is it going to be enough? No, it isn't. As Neuer just easily catches this one, but we got to take a look at the highlights here. Bayern Munich have the upper hand over Dortmund thanks to a penalty goal by none other than Harry Kane. And despite Guirassy having the opportunity to equalize the game, Manuel Neuer made a vital save. And Guirassy went for a Panenka, but what was that? But anyway, Bayern have the upper hand over Dortmund. We're going to take a look at the highlights. Of course, match recap. We're gonna do the first half and the second half, of course. Of course, Bayern Munich were the ones to kick off here first. It was an opportunity for Konrad Laimer, but a save from Gregor Kobel keeps it at 0-0. And then Bayern Munich have won a penalty. Harry Kane went for power. Gregor Kobel tried to save that one. Just too much for him. And Harry Kane puts Bayern in front. He's gutted after that chance. He went the right way, but just too much power for him to save that one. And then Dortmund had the opportunity to get themselves back. Sergio Guirassy tried to shoot, but Manuel Neuer made a save. But are they going to show the penalty? No, they aren't just yet. Svensson crossed that one. And then Neuer made another save. Was that Felix and Mecca? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that was him. And then Dortmund have won a penalty. Oh no, that's it. Never mind. But you saw what happened. Neuer actually made the save in the penalty shootout. And now let's go to match facts. Dortmund have dominated this one. But shooting wise, of course, Bayern have 9 shots, 4 shots on target to Dortmund 7 shots, 3 shots on target. It's very close. I have a feeling that this might have a jaw-dropping goal in the second half. Prove me wrong. But anyway, second half will be coming up shortly, right after the break. Alright guys, looks like Dortmund are the ones to kick off here. They really need that motivation after that chance squandered. Now here's Karim Adeyemi. Still Adeyemi. What a tackle. It's still with Dortmund though. Adeyemi has it. Still Adeyemi, but what a tackle. And now Dortmund have an opportunity here to maybe get themselves back into the game. The fans are even knowing it because a Dortmund corner can maybe turn into a Bayern nervous breakdown or Bayern mental breakdown, whatever you call it. Now here's Svensson, he goes for it. And what a finish! You gotta take a look at the replay. Sergio Guirassy scores the equalizing goal. He redeems himself after that penalty miss. Oh my goodness! You gotta take a look at the corner here. Svensson makes a wonderful corner. Neuer was out of position. And Guirassy literally was completely open. Didn't scuff this up. And manages to score an easy header. Getting themselves back into the game. The fans knew it. So did Guirassy. As Guirassy manages to get Dortmund back into the game. What can Bayern Munich do? Bayern Munich's bread and butter, beating Dortmund, is what they really want to do. But Olise manages to dribble past the Dortmund defenders. And it's a penalty again. Borussia Dortmund giving so many penalties is what's costing them. And who else was that? Was that Anton? It was Anton, the German centre-back. And Bayern Munich is going to make a substitution with Werner coming off for Serge Gnabry. The happiness is cut short, unfortunately, for Dortmund, as Bayern Munich have won the penalty. Harry Kane's the one to take it. Is he going to score this one? He is. Bayern Munich re-established their advantage thanks to another penalty goal by Harry Kane. But Dortmund have actually scored from open play, while Bayern Munich have actually scored 2 penalty goals without a single open play goals. But unlucky here for Borussia Dortmund, as now they're still again chasing. And Harry Kane has gone for a Panenka. The one that Guirassy tried to do earlier, but Manuel Neuer actually read him there. But now what can Dortmund do? They're trailing again. Here's Svensson. Svensson finds Pascal Gross. Still Gross. What a tackle from Kimmich. Still Kimmich. Kimmich finds Goretzka. Goretzka makes a wonderful pass to Luis Díaz. Luis Díaz tries to go for an acrobatic finesse shot, but Kobel makes a save, and Bayern Munich again has the possession of the ball. Not surprised. Now here's Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry finds a Bayern Munich player. Who was that? It was none other than Leon Goretzka. He had the opportunity to probably kill the game from there, but a save from Gregor Kobel gives Dortmund a chance. However, Bayern have a corner kick. And this might be a problem here for Dortmund, since They've been conceding penalties lately thanks to a handball. He goes short this time. So Dortmund are kind of safe. But are they going to cross it? No, they aren't. In fact, Kimmich has it. Kimmich finds Díaz. Still Díaz. Díaz shoots and Luis Díaz scores the goal for Bayern Munich. Looks like the game is already done and dusted, with Luis Díaz settling the score for Bayern Munich. A player from Liverpool scores a vital goal, preventing any comeback chance for Dortmund. And with that, Bayern Munich still get the upper hand in the Klassiker over Borussia Dortmund. But what can Dortmund do? There's still plenty of time. That's only if Dortmund can turn things around. Now here's Svensson. What a tackle from Olise. Olise finds Kane. Well, Kane actually has it. He actually dummied it to Olise. Now here's Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry. Dortmund are completely giving too much space for Bayern Munich to come in. And that's why they're trailing. But luckily for them, Goretzka shoots it. He blasts that one off wide. And Dortmund are still in this, but they have to do it quickly. It's keeper versus keeper. Both of them are captains, but a substitution's already underway with Stanisic coming in for Guerrero. Excuse me. Here's Gregor Kobel. But Bayern Munich still has it. It's a free kick. It's a free kick. But luckily for them, Bayern are still playing on. And they're actually killing time. Here's Konrad Laimer. But luckily for them, Adeyemi wins the ball. Now here's Pascal Gross. Still Gross. Gross finds Adeyemi. Adeyemi finds Svensson. Still Svensson. Svensson crosses that. But Bayern gets this one away. Now here's Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry finds Kane. And Harry Kane manages to bamboozle Bensebaini. And what a finish from Bayern Munich here. Was that Serge Gnabry? It is. Serge Gnabry, the substitute, scores the goal for Bayern Munich. Gregor Kobel has completely been dumbfounded. Despite an equalizing goal from Dortmund, that was actually a wonderful, breathtaking finish from Serge Gnabry. Gotta take a look at the replay. What a finish from Gnabry. It is skipped, unfortunately. But you gotta take a look at the replay. I don't know. I really hope it shows it. But that was a wonderful finish from Serge Gnabry. Now here's Adeyemi. And that was a tame effort from Dortmund. Is that going to be another goal concede? It always turns into a Bayern counter-attack. And they can't come back from it, sadly. Now here's Enmeka. Enmeka finds Adeyemi. Still Adeyemi. Still Karim Adeyemi. Still Adeyemi. Adeyemi shoots. He gets Dortmund back in it. But you had to pick the ball. You have to do it. What are you doing? Now is not the time to celebrate. Because you're still down by 2 goals. I don't know what was Adeyemi doing. He could have actually picked the ball. But what a time to score for Borussia Dortmund. And with that, Borussia Dortmund cut in the lead. But Adeyemi, in my opinion, should have actually get the ball. Because they are the ones that are trailing. Now here's Konrad Laimer. Still Laimer. Laimer finds Kane. Unless if Bayern Munich score a goal, it's game over. But luckily, Borussia Dortmund heard me there and managed to make a tackle. Now here's Kobel. Kobel makes a wonderful pass, but I think Dortmund is going to get this one. They do. And Mecca has it. And Mecca finds Brandt. But he slows down for some reason. I don't know why. And with that, Bayern Munich still has the ball. It's Olise. Olise finds Gnabry. Gnabry makes a wonderful cross. What a save from Gregor Kobel. Can Dortmund conjure something? Can they score 2 back-to-back goals? Or is it going to be just FC being FC? Looks like Olise is the one to take it. Is it going to be a penalty? No, it isn't, because of the handball system. They always give away handball penalties. Now Stanisic has it. Finds Olise. Bayern Munich are actually killing time. That's smart move from Bayern Munich. Or actually they could go for the goal. But Dortmund managed to get this one away. Now Pascal Gross finds Guirassy. Guirassy finds Adeyemi. Adeyemi finds Gross. Gross to Guirassy. Guirassy finds Brandt, who's open, and Brandt had the opportunity to finish this one in, but messed that one big time. And Kingsley Coman comes in for Harry Kane. But that was a kill-edged opportunity to maybe give Borussia Dortmund something. But now I'm telling you, it is game over. Because now only 2 minutes left. Borussia Dortmund are no way coming back from this one. With 3 minutes of added time, despite referee giving 3 minutes of added time, it's not enough. It's still throw in here for Bayern Munich. Finds Gnabry. It's a corner kick. Nothing much to say here for the Bayern. Bayern just wanted to kill time here. Nothing much for Borussia Dortmund to come back, to conjure a comeback. Olise is the one to take it. It's a goal kick. But Bayern Munich fans will be happy because they really wanted to kill time. But what a footy that is. That is a wonderful action here from Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund did score the equalizing goal only for their handling errors to cost them. And Gregor Kobel goes for it, but it's going to be full time with Bayern Munich getting a win in the Klassiker over Borussia Dortmund. 4-2, thanks to 2 penalty goals by Harry Kane, a goal by Serge Gnabry, and then of course a goal by Luis Díaz. Of course, the fans deserve to celebrate in Munich because that was a wonderful performance for Bayern Munich. And despite Borussia Dortmund scoring 2 open goals thanks to a header from Sergio Guirassy and a goal from Karim Adeyemi, it wasn't enough. And Harry Kane's, of course, the man of the match, scored 2 penalty goals as Bayern Munich get the job done over Borussia Dortmund, beating them 4-2. Alright, we're going to take a look at the highlights, of course, from second half. You know what? We're actually, since it is actually more, we're actually going to do an entire recap from the top. Somewhat. We'll go back a bit. I'll show you the replay in a minute. Just a second. Alright guys, sorry about that. So now, of course, first half action. We're going to show the first half action. Of course, Harry Kane scored the only goal of the action. And despite Dortmund scoring 2 goals, second half was basically full of goals. But Bayern Munich were the ones that were actually scored. They scored the most goals in the second half. And Dortmund, they couldn't come back here. Of course, Harry Kane scored a powerful penalty goal. And then Dortmund had the opportunity to score there. And of course, Neuer made a save. And then Svensson, was that in Mecca? I don't know. I couldn't even see, but you will already find out from the action. Despite Neuer making a save in corner, Borussia Dortmund did manage to score the equalizing goal thanks to a wonderful header and a Neuer being completely out position. Guirassy scored an easy header, but then Harry Kane scored a dunking penalty goal, and that to a Panenka penalty goal. Managed to re-establish their advantage, and Bayern Munich didn't stop there. They did not. As Luis Díaz, well, Goretzka shot. Kobel made a save. But if they didn't show Luis Díaz's goal, he actually scored the goal to really make sure that Borussia Dortmund don't come back from chance. And that was a well complacent goal from Luis Díaz. And I'm pretty sure Serge Gnabry's goal is not shown. Or is it? It is! What a finish from Serge Gnabry, man. A jaw-dropping goal from Serge Gnabry. Makes it look so easy for Bayern Munich. But Karim Adeyemi gives at least one goal back for Dortmund. But sadly, that was all Dortmund have scored so far. Bayern Munich completely took things in control after that. Then, of course, Brandt messed that one up with the finish. Neuer just literally stood there because, of course, he knows it was completely off target. And then Jonathan Tah had the opportunity to seal the game from there. But, of course, a header just being mismatched with the keeper. And that's all we got to do. That's all the highlights here. Alright, now let's go to match facts here. And as you can see, Bayern Munich have dominated against Borussia Dortmund. 19 shots to 10 shots on target to Dortmund's 11 shots, 6 shots on target. So many chances created. That's how goals were scored. 6 goals were scored for the entire 90 minutes. And that's all we got to say. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And we'll be back for our next gameplay. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and just as we witnessed, Bayern do what they always do best. Beat their old foes. Yes, they had a comprehensive win over Borussia Dortmund at Signal Iduna Park, beating them 4-2. Yeah, 4-2. Despite Harry Kane scoring a penalty goal, there was an equalizing goal by Sergio Guirassy. However, his penalty attempt was saved by Manuel Neuer, but Guirassy did redeem himself thanks to a header and Manuel Neuer being completely out-positioned. But then they conceded another handball. Harry Kane took the lead again. Luis Díaz scored the third goal. And then Serge Gnabry scored a wonderful finish, scored a wonderful goal, finished it with style, makes it look so easy. And then it was all over. But Karim Adeyemi gave Borussia Dortmund some hope, but it wasn't enough, as Bayern Munich got the job done, beating Borussia Dortmund 4-2. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one. And give me some requests on what kind of gameplays I would want to do. If not, I can still try to find one. But it's better that you but it's really better that you kind of request on what matches I need to do. So then it will be kind of having banger goals, best jaw-dropping goals here. So yeah. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like this channel and subscribe here. So please like my videos and subscribe to my channel, as it would really motivate me. And yeah. This is Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.